Okay, one of the reasons we wanted to bring the budget down to 2% or below was obviously, the state imposing a 2% property tax. So what we did, Mr. Sheridan and myself, we communicated to our department heads to not go much above what they had last year, and to not put extra things in. But we did cut to a total of $510,000 out of the overall tally. We also took the capital projects and we pulled them out so we can pay for them out of contingency. And we'll be doing that at the end of the year. So our contingency, one of the requests that the comptrollers made was to keep our contingency at 5%. So after we take from the contingency towards the end of the year to pay for the capital projects that we agree to do, we might not do all of them, but the bulk of them. Then we'll take whatever surplus is left from this year, the 2010-2011 budget, we'll replenish our contingency so it's at 5%, and then any other amount that's left over we'll put into surplus. So it's kind of a balancing game, but that's basically our goal. There were a couple vehicles. There were, I'm trying to think, just small things like a $50,000 for a lawnmower, or Bradner Stadium. We put an additional $40,000 in that line. We took that out with the intent of putting it back in from contingency. There weren't a lot of huge projects, but there were enough that made the difference of bringing it down. And then, as I said, at the end, towards the end of the year, we'll take and we'll pick the ones that we want to fund, which I'm hoping will be most all of them, and then we'll take it from contingency, fund those projects, and then replenish that contingency up to about maybe $750,000, and then that will come from the surplus that's left from the 2010-2011, and then whatever is left from that surplus goes into the surplus. I think there's a few areas that the council might still want to look at. I would just caution them to not repeat history and cut us to a point where the next 3 years we're increasing taxes again to make up for short-sightedness. So I would hope they wouldn't cut too much further. And then the other thing is the water and sewer line, or water and sewer lines. Remember, they have to be self-sufficient now. So if we have these projects, we need that money in there in the contingency to pay for them. We can no longer pay for a sewer project out of the general fund. So you have to be conscious of that portion. And that's why we put together the suggestion of doing a 0.5%, both for water and sewer. And remember, water and sewer is a user fee. So it's not just the property owners, but it's everybody. It's all the nonprofits, which is a large percentage of our population now and our property here in the city. They need to take some responsibility too, and this is a way of having them help us to accomplish these projects that will be coming up.